Mm-mm. What's good, y'all? What's good? Ooh, wait. Let me turn it down. Let me turn it down. Thank you for standing by us for a couple minutes while we, do what we normally do, share the live stream, get the word out, get more people flowing into the live stream so we can have our dope conversations. And, welcome everybody back because it's been a minute. I know it's been a minute. I appreciate y'all, coming on, but things have been kind of hectic. They've been kind of hectic. So, you know, um, I've been kind of moving around and been all over the place. I'm still in Wisconsin right now, home for the holidays. But after that, I'm going to be back on the East Coast. And after that, I'll be back in Texas. So, you know, things should be settling in, and I'll, get right back to my regular Friday evening rhythm on, after the new year. But I'm enjoying some well-deserved time off. But if you do want to check out our content and get some new content, we are still doing new content every week on the Patreon. Just go to patreon.com and search Men Like Us, and that's where you will find the channel. So you'll find us there. Just search Men Like Us on Patreon. Subscriber levels go from $5 to $15. We just did our first show for the top tier. So if you do the $5, you won't get what we just did. We had a dope conversation. It was a dope guy talk situation. And, it was just the fellas really speaking it real. And there's definitely some real talk on that stream you will never hear on these Friday chats. So if you want to get the best out of the Men Like Us podcast, please join the Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon. In addition to, the dope guy chats that we have on there, we do also have mixed gender conversations there, which are great. They're really fun, funny. Everybody's really loose on those conversations. So it's a real good time on the Patreon. So I appreciate y'all for joining me for yet another Friday night show. We're going to get in, get out. I got a couple brothers on, so I'm going to bring them on right now. And first we'll bring on my main man, Corey. What's going on, man?
What's up?
Thanks for
I
coming
can't hear
up.
you at all, Chris.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah, I got no sound, bud.
Oh, wait. I'm really low now. What's going on here? Okay. I think
Got
I'm
me
back.
completely muted.
Oh, I don't know why you can't hear me. Let me double check on the mainstream to make sure that I'm coming through here. So let's see here and make sure I'm good. Okay. Yeah, I'm coming through on the other side. What's going on, everybody? What is up? What is up? Hold on, the chats are coming in. So wait, they're not new, so they don't show up here just yet. But what's going on, Brianna? What's going on, Elle, Kanisha, Doug, Mike?
Yeah, I can't hear you at all, bud. Can't hear you at all.
Yeah, see, Doug hears me. Just oh wow, I don't even know how to tell you. Just leave. Leave and
Doug
come
says
back.
he can hear you, but I can't hear you.
Yeah. So let me send you a message. Sorry, y'all.
I think
Technical
you got to do something on
difficulties.
your end, Chris, with the speakerphone, because my speakerphone is like somewhat muted.
Okay. Oh dang. Now Mike's got a low signal. You get that signal back up to green, Mike. All right, cool. What's going on, Mike? What's up, Roy? Roy in the house? Yeah. What's good? What's good, bro? Oh dang, can you not hear me either? Oh, okay. Oh, you're really quiet. Okay. Try it again, bro.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're still really quiet though. The mic is far away. Sorry, y'all. We're on a new platform, so we're trying to get things set, and things are just a little bit different. We're not on our old platform. We kind of upgraded a little bit, as y'all can see. The chat box that way. You know, your comments are going to be flowing through live.
How about now?
But
Can
yeah,
you hear me now?
fellas. Yeah, so much better. Definitely
Yeah, I can
better.
hear both of y'all now. Can you guys hear me?
Awesome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right,
So,
cool.
I was on a friend's stream, And we're gonna do it like this. Ooh. No, we'll keep it split. So I was on a friend's stream the other day, and I was watching the comments flow in, and I saw this particular individual. Sorry, it's a little chilly here. It's fucking Wisconsin. I hate it. So I saw an individual, and she was posting about like good. She used the term "good transamorous man," and I'm just like, what the fuck is a good transamorous man? Like, what the fuck is this person talking about? But it really led me to start thinking about like, what is quote a good transamorous man, and I think a lot of it has to do with respectability politics. I think you guys have heard, and please tell me if you're hearing otherwise, but something that I hear from time to time is women say like, oh well, you're not being a good transamorous man if you're sleeping around, if you have too many partners. You're going from this girl to that girl to this girl and all these other things, and like that somehow makes you a bad transamorous man, makes you a bad guy. And it's just like, but does it? I don't know. I mean, do you think that should be a qualifier for being a quote good transamorous man, or being considered a good transamorous man?
I mean, me personally, no. I mean, it all comes down to what you and your significant other or your partners talk about. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, as long as you're honest about your quote unquote lifestyle, I don't really see a problem whatsoever, because I mean, we're all individuals here. You know what I mean? Like, some people believe in monogamous lifestyles, and others believe in being single and just focusing on themselves, while maybe every now and then going out and having a good time and meeting somebody. You know what I mean? So it all comes down to just honesty, and just setting it all on the table, where you're at in life, what you're looking for, what you're doing, and so on and so forth. The only time it becomes bad, if you're sleeping around with a bunch of people, if you're telling everybody, "Oh yes, I'm you and only you, and I'm in a I want to pursue you," and if you're lying, then it becomes an issue. But no, as long as you're honest and you're telling everybody, "Hey, I'm not really looking to be linked up with anybody right now. I'm just kind of want to be, single and free at the moment." You know what I mean? I don't see, if everybody agrees on it, what's the problem? You know?
For sure, for sure. I just heard someone, they were just like, yeah, well, you know, you want to be a good transamorous man, not like these guys that are sleeping around and going from girl to girl to girl. And I'm like, but people should be allowed to hook up. Like, I don't even understand why there's rules in that vein on this.
I mean,
And
everybody's grown.
the individual that at first said the term, she wasn't talking about this, but somebody else was talking about this, and I was just like, I don't know. I'm just like really thinking like, okay, when did all these rules and regulations come into play, and when did I sign up to abide by them? I don't know. Like, do you guys feel like when if you step up and say, "Hey, I'm transamorous," like, I guess, and Mike, I want to hear from you. Really, what do you feel like that puts on you? Like, what do you feel like are the bare minimums that you have to do? Like, what are you signing up for when you use that term?
When I sign up for using the term transamorous, I'm just speaking the truth of like the woman that I love. You know what I mean? Like if I love trans women, then hey, you know what? I'm transamorous. Those are the women that I love. Those are the women that I'm looking for a relationship with. But if I'm, but am I signing up to like say, hey, if I'm going to be a good transamorous man and I'm going to go with you, even if I'm not attracted to you, like, no, that's not what I'm signing up for.
Mm,
I mean, just because I say I'm transamorous, I'm not obligated to just date anybody.
of course. I mean, that is the thing. You know, uh, at least that's the thing that gets misconstrued sometimes is because a man says, a man lives in his truth. It's like, oh, well, you must like all the girls then, and it's like, no, I like the
Mm.
ones that I like, but not all of them, not everybody.
Everybody has preferences.
Of course, you know.
I mean, let's
And, you
be
know,
real.
everybody's
Like,
got different personalities and stuff too, you know. This is a very diverse community full of, you know, incredibly dope ass women.
yeah, but
But yeah,
let's keep it real though. Like, is a cis hetero guy who only dates, women that are assigned female at birth, like, is he obligated to date just any woman that he sees? No. If
I
he's not
mean,
attracted to a woman, he's not going to
according
date
to
her.
some, I would say according to some, because there are some women that are like, "What? You don't want this? Oh, you must be gay." Like, I'm just saying it happens. Sorry to spit there. Some people do say that.
Narcissism.
It's ridiculous, but some people do say that, and it's just like, I don't know, guys. I'm just, you know, sitting there thinking about it, like, you know, should how many partners you have anything to do with you being a quote good transamorous man, or whether, you know, does being a good transamorous man mean you have to be relationship minded? You know, I would lean on the no, but some people might think that. I don't know. I really want to get away from this white knight crap because I feel like, you know, some dudes are like setting out to be like straight up white knights, and you know, like pretty much, you know, the hero that comes in and saves the day and all that junk, and it's just like, yo, I would rather not set expectations to a point that you know, that's impossible for anyone to really achieve. You know, I think we're all humans, we're all flawed, and you know, all of that shit. I don't know. I just think there's a lot going on there
It
with
doesn't.
this,
It
you know,
does.
good. Now, this particular one woman who used that term, I think what she really meant by good transamorous man was a man who co-signs on everything that I say. Exactly the way that I say it. Like, no, you're not a good one because you don't agree with me on everything. And it's like, we don't have to agree. That's really, that's, you know, 2021 is ending. 2022 is coming up. And I would love for everybody to get to a point where it's like, yo, we are we a lot of our goals and a lot of things that we want are aligned, and but that doesn't mean we have to agree on every little thing. Like we could still be allies and push for equal rights, and you know, for people to understand the humanity of women in the community and all that stuff without actually, like, you know, agreeing with everything, period. Like, you one girl may think, hey, uh 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 having too many partners is a problem, and we may say no, it isn't, but that doesn't mean we can't still come together and like at least, you know, unify and try and move things forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
We
don't
Yo,
know.
should allow room for individuality, which
yo,
everybody's trying
I think that's a
trying
piece
to
of
cut
it.
all that off, and it's got group mentality only. Like, no, you need to allow people to be themselves and be an individual as long as you're not hurting and encroaching at other people's rights and whatnot. I mean, come on, allow people to be themselves. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
yo,
but
I
I was
got.
just reading the comments over here.
Um,
Somebody said one black knight to go, please. I thought it was that's why I was laughing.
oh yeah, that's Tracy. She's funny like that.
Yeah.
Yo, actually, I got a message for that girl though. That said that.
Yeah.
Like, since 2021 is about to end, just make sure you extend your car's extended warranty.
What?
Don't tell me
What?
you guys haven't gotten that prank call.
Oh, right, right. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right. You're right. You're right. Shoot, you're
Everybody's
right.
gotten that. Everyone's gotten the car warranty calls.
All right. Well, wow, we the comments is definitely rolling in. And you know, Nicole, I feel you on that. Just be a decent person. I think that's really what it comes down to. I just think there's so many like I think some people just have some rules and regulations in their minds, and it's just like people don't have to be this one thing. And I think, you know, if there's guys that are listening to this, I really want them to understand that, you know, it doesn't have to be like that. Like you can be your own man and have agency and feel like you have you know, the right to speak for yourself and your own experiences and be valid in that. So, you know, it's I don't know. It's just it's a whole thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been thinking about BS and just riffing. There's a whole lot more that's like really, you know, we might just keep that on the Patreon that I was thinking about, but We want to read Latrea's comment. Says, well, a lot of girls are going from guy to guy. It's a hypocrisy for me, and they expect guys to like y'all to just accept that and date them anyways. Just saying. Robert Eskridge is saying, I don't care about trying to be a good man anymore. I'm just me. I'm over the whole dating thing. I have experienced too many users to even care anymore. And Doug, D. Elijah, this is Doug. If y'all saw the I would encourage anyone who hasn't seen it yet, please go back to our HIV show where we really, debunked a lot of myths. We spread a lot of information. If you really need to get your um, your knowledge up in that area, that's a really good show to check out. Our friend D. Elijah or Doug was really there to, lay down some facts for us and really kind of help us understand some things. So, I had to call it out because it's Doug back on the show. But he says transamory should be about being honest. I'm assuming with your own self.
Yep.
And really like that's huge right there. Because I don't know about y'all, but like this whole transamorous, living in my truth thing, it's been less about the women and it's been more about Chris learning who the fuck Chris really is. It's been a journey of self-discovery, you know,
Mhm.
from, ideals to, sexuality to, it was a whole lot of things, I'm really just learning a lot about myself. And I think, a lot of times people really think, well, it's all about the girls. It's all about the girls. It's all about the girls. But it isn't. It really isn't, guys. Like most of this shit has to do with just you, or at least for me, it had to do with just me learning who Chris is and how I want to navigate this space and what I'm willing to tolerate, not tolerate, you know, and obviously understanding my own sexual identity, with this whole gay straight thing and even branching out in terms of like, I guess before this I never thought to explore my sexuality in any way and really examine what does Chris like and how far does that go with in whatever direction. There's a lot of straight guys that are just vanilla as fuck. It can be vanilla as fuck because they just haven't had the impetus to really do any self discovery.
Let me ask, what do you mean by like being vanilla? Just being like surface level, or what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, really, I think this journey has a lot to unraveling, dealing with the homophobia that's in all of us, or that's really taught to a lot of us. And so then, we march out in this world thinking, well, this is straight. This is what it means to be a man, and this isn't a man. And all these concepts about masculinity, like I had to unlearn a whole lot of junk, man. And I really had it drove me to worry less about like, well, I'm not gonna do that because that's not straight. Or I'm not gonna do that because, that's too close to being gay. All that other junk. Like I had a lot of barriers in the bedroom that I know a lot of other men have. And it ain't just the bedroom. It's about like, I mean, it's that, but then it's also, examining this led me to examine what it really means to be a man. You know, does being the breadwinner in the household make me a man? Does, being assertive, aggressive, and all that other stuff, is that what makes me a man? Is hiding my emotions and not crying or any of that kind of junk? Does that make me a man? Like it really made me re-examine every concept I had related to this is what it means to be a man. So what I got spit out to this road with this very stiff, inflexible like construct of what it means to be a man and this journey of transamory really helped me kind of renovate that a bit and break out of it. Because we're in a box. We're taught to be in a box in this society. And I'm not saying I'm the most liberal person in the world. No, sorry, ladies, I am not the most woke motherfucker on this planet. I just ain't. Because there was a show where somebody was like, "Oh, Chris, your patriarchy is showing," and I'm like, okay, I never said I was against it, I guess. I don't know. Like, Uh, I don't know, Mike. I mean, have y'all had any experiences like that where it's like, starting out on this journey, like really kind of changed how you saw things?
I would definitely say so. Yeah. On certain things, because I mean, in the very beginning, when I first discovered my attraction to trans women, when I had to sit back and think on a lot of different things on like, because again, it just like was, mine. I mean, you've heard my story before. Like mine was kind of blown and whatnot, like, what, and then made me think on everything on like what is masculinity, what is femininity, how much of it really needs to be playing a part in your everyday life, all these different things. So I would definitely say so. Yeah, I mean, it made me think on a lot of different quote unquote rules that society has put out for men and women.
Mm,
And I think most of those rules are garbage. Excuse me. So
absolutely.
yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. Mike, you ever have
Um,
any, like, I mean, has this journey, changed any perceptions?
I mean, just mostly like learning more about my attraction
Hmm.
as opposed to, you know, really, like you said, like patriarchy. I've never really been down for that. I've always been more of like the progressive mindset.
Hmm.
I'll be honest with you. I think conservatism just completely skipped me. Thank God. I wouldn't want to be one of those anyway. But yeah, like really just opening my mind as to like, okay, so people when I was younger would talk bad about anything that wasn't, conservatively heteronormative and everything like that. And, it just really made me step out into like, okay, you know what? Like they're wrong and I gotta do what's right for me, not just what society wants.
Hmm. That's really, you know, the more you stay in this, personal journey, um, really that's I don't think that's the direction that I had. It was just like really fuck all the rules that people set for me. Like I'm living for me. I'm not living to be somebody else's version of a man. I'm not trying to be anybody else's version of Chris, you know. But I think that's something that a lot of men who start out on this journey saying, yeah, okay, I want to be more public. I want to live in my truth and all that stuff. Like, yo, this has a lot more to do with, just looking at girls. Like it starts that way, but it just blows up into so much more. It really does. At least for me, it has. So, but I will say, I need to clarify my comments about the whole patriarchy thing. Somebody was saying that, and I'm like, well, I didn't exactly sign up to abolish the patriarchy. Like I'm not the fucking terminator for it. Like some other individuals who might call themselves, feminists. I think there's I, I'm I'm not the stiffest person in the world, but that's not my battle. I got other things going on, and I know that's messed up. I get it. Just say fuck boy Chris. I understand that, but here I am.
Well,
So
actually, toxic masculinity is something that does need to be abolished.
absolute. Oh, dude. I mean, that's really what we're getting to. Is like, yo, if these conditions aren't met, I don't feel like a man, and that is fucked up. Because that's like one of my boys was Oh, hold on. We're gonna pause. We're gonna pause for the lovebirds real quick. Pause for the lovebirds. Latreia says, I agree with the hubby. Ah, gosh, I hate these two so much because I'm just unhappy and single. So
Yeah.
no, I just joke about it. But hey, I'm looking forward to that wedding, by the way, bruh. I'm looking
Spring,
forward to it. We're gonna be out there.
spring.
But D Elijah, and we got a couple comments from D Elijah, and oh yeah. Thanks, Latreia. So my man D Elijah commented something about this. He said, I'm gonna keep it 100. My patriarchy is real and ain't going nowhere. It's what keeps me in my man zone after all the dumb things I've done. patriarchy isn't a bad thing. It's toxic max. It's I'm sorry. It's toxic masculinity that's the bad thing. Um, and I definitely fucks with that. But I think one thing we were talking about in the group today was like terms that are overused, and I feel like toxic masculinity got way overused, and it turned a lot of men off to understanding the concept and understanding like, oh, this is what it really
I'm
means.
one of them. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've heard about it, but I've heard it so many different things. It's like, oh, that's toxic masculinity. It's toxic masculinity. It's just
Yeah,
it's like all in your ear. I'm just like, how about we just make it simple? Just don't be a fucking asshole, and then there you go. That's that's the
essentially.
thing
But
I
mean,
live by. Just
it's
don't be an
things
asshole.
like let's say Corey, or no, let's just excuse me, Chris am in a relationship with a woman, and she makes more money than me. Toxic masculinity would be the thing that would make it so that I couldn't exist in that relationship because I couldn't handle my woman making more money than me because according to me, being a man, I have to be the breadwinner.
I thought the word would be insecurity. You're just insecure in
Yeah.
yourself.
But it all
Well,
has to do with, what you deem to be. If I don't have these things, if this isn't happening, I'm not feeling like I'm a man. And like, yeah, and that is a piece of the puzzle for sure.
well,
But
here's the
yeah,
thing.
go
Here's the
Mike.
thing. That insecurity
Uh-huh.
stems from toxic masculinity. So toxic masculinity is the base of that insecurity, which is causing him to be like, oh, I can't exist in this relationship because my woman is making more money than me.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Another form of toxic masculinity is like these dudes out here, like, BS that will go around expecting every trans woman to just want to be with him because of the fact that he says
You
that
got
he's attracted or transamorous. So that's
Uh-huh.
toxic as well because now you're putting a false narrative in your head that when you get rejected, you're going to
Mhm.
lash out in a verbal or violent way that can, in turn, eventually be a bad situation.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not for the overuse of it. I think what happened once upon a time is anything that was masculine just got labeled toxic masculinity. And a lot of guys felt like, at least at one point in time, I felt like that a lot of people who were using that term was just using it to just be anti-man. And I'm like, well, I'm a man, so like I can't, yeah, I'm gonna want to roughhouse with my boys. I'm gonna shoot the shit. Like it was just certain things that like guys do, and they were like, "Oh no, that's toxic masculinity." And I'm like, "All right, well, I'm not going to turn into you." Like, what the
No,
fuck? No.
it's not. It's not everything masculine that's
Oh yeah,
toxic.
no. I know that, but there were just people that were doing that once upon a time, in the same way that there's a lot of. I mean, I think the term that gets tossed out way a lot now is, and I don't want to be, I'll just change my name at the bottom here to woman hating Chris, but it really burns my business when people just throw misogynist out there. It's like, oh, that's misogynist. That's misogynistic. I'm like, huh? And they can't really explain it. But I do want to get Kanisha's comment in here because she's been patiently waiting for us to acknowledge her, and I appreciate that. So, what's up, sis? Shout out to Kanisha. I love her. She says, honestly, I'm over the fact that men can be picky on the type of woman they want to be with. Not everyone is going to meet their perfect match. Correct. Um, However, if the quality match is yours, then why hold yourself back in experiencing what they have to offer? It's a good question. I got nothing for that. Like you're right. Um, I don't know why a dude would do that, really. But people just be afraid to shoot their shot. People be afraid to like take risks. That's one thing that annoys me the most is when people get in this dating space. And this ain't just in trans, and this just in general. I hate risk averse people where they think they can sail through the dating game while assuming zero risk. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't want to be hurt. Like you're that afraid to be hurt, and you're not going to. So then, because you're so afraid to be hurt, now you're not going to connect with anybody, or you're going to put up all these defense mechanisms, and it's just like, how do you expect to
She'll
win?
drive people away.
Yeah. I mean, even with some girls, when they throw out that chaser thing and the way they lash out at some guys, it could be a nice guy coming up and you got your defense mechanisms up, and it's just like, I mean, you're not gonna get to where you want to be, but that's just Chris's opinion.
Yeah, as soon as somebody starts using the word like chaser or some sort of word similar to that, I'm just like, okay, well, you have a good night. I'm gonna go lift weights. Bye, and I just leave the conversation. Yeah,
So basically, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag.
I mean, there are certain words I'm like, nah, I don't deal with people that use that term. I'm out. But it's what it is. But I mean, I think, hold on before I bring up Doug's comment. I do think, I do understand, women being discerning. We talked about that in a previous episode where there was a woman who was on a dating app, and this guy was like, I guess he was new into his being open about his attraction. He was so like zealous and overexcited about the shit that he just scared her off. She was just like, yo, dude, like, chill
calm
out.
down.
Like, slow down. This is a red flag, a little dangerous. So I mean, obviously, women have a right to be discerning about their partners and all that stuff. Totally get that. I don't ever want to take that away from anybody, but I do want to make sure the people in the comments are heard. So my main man, D. Elijah, Doug, says no, toxic masculinity is real. Yes, that's right, Corey. It could be easy to simplify, but it's a catchphrase to expose insecure men who felt like they're being mad, like, wow, who feel like they're being mad or feel inferior. I'm sorry, I can't read. Oh, sorry. Yep. See, that's that auto spell. Latreia put something in here that somebody was feeling. Latreia said, I'll give you an example. If I was making more money than Mike, he's still a man regardless, and I'm going to treat him as such. That wouldn't make him any less of a man. And that's real. And what's crazy? There was a guy on YouTube that I kind of used to like. I used to look at him as like, one of those like evolving masculinity guys. Like I looked at him like, yo, he's at the forefront of this shit. This guy's cutting edge. And then I became friends with the girl that he was dating. And then I kind of lost it all because it wasn't real. Like he had issues with her buying him shit. And I'm like, you just let her buy you some clothes or something. Like if she wants to do something for you, let her do something. Okay, she makes more money than you. So what? Like what, you were just on the YouTube channel. I don't know.
I mean,
I think it's like,
I personally love it when the woman pays for dinner every once in a while. That's kind of nice, you know what I mean? So yeah, but,
oh no, and that, and I ain't got no problem with that either. But I know that there's some women that might be watching this, but oh hell no, I ain't shake. I'm sorry, some of the girls might be saying, oh hell no, I ain't shaking my purse for no man, and that's not it. It's just
it's
if you
a
go out on a few
50-50
dates,
deal in a relationship, you know?
yeah. I
That's
never.
what I believe in.
If a woman offers, I don't fight it, but
Mm.
I'm definitely not going to go in expecting that she's going to pay for it. Even if I meet up with a friend, I'm like, yo, it's all good. Like I got it, no worries. My
Well, I
man
was talking
Robert
more
says,
from a relationship aspect, you know,
mhm.
like
Oh yeah, no, I get you. I
yeah,
totally get you. But that it's hard for some people to be in that context too, because there are folks that just aren't like they don't have relationship experience. So they
yeah.
only see things as like that, the trick or whatever. But my man, I'm sorry, not the trick, but like just a casual guy that, it's one date and done guy,
Yeah.
which obviously doesn't deserve to have anything done for him because he's just the first date guy. But Robert says, for me, I have things to protect, so I'm very selective of who I'm socializing with now. Yo, hey, anybody watching this? Dude, that's what you got to do. Go into 2022 protecting your peace, your circle. It might even be time to let some people go. You know, it's possible to outgrow people. It's possible that priorities shift, people change. Maybe where your what is it? Your goals align once a point they don't anymore. Like I don't know. I'm not saying burn bridges and piss on them. But yeah. Oh, you got some love from Miss Leah Stokes.
Oh,
Mr.
oh,
Corey.
thank you. I appreciate the
Mr. Corey.
compliment.
Yeah. What is it? Put my next one to work. Oh, Robert. He said, "I'm putting that next one to work," and she's shaking that bird. Oh Lord, funny. So, anywho, man, I sometimes I just like to sit and just talk about what it is to be a transamorous man, what it is to be a man. Talk about this journey that we're on because it is a journey. And it doesn't stop. The girls they're on their journey. We're on our journey. Everybody's growing, and hopefully people can just meet in the middle at some point. Obviously. So I want to make sure I got. Yeah, yeah. So really, I wanted to shift a little bit, and I don't know if this is going to work now. We'll see if this works with the addition of a third person. But I wanted to shift to the holidays. Let's see if you're covered. Mike, you're mostly covered. Move your camera down so we can get to the top of the screen, bruh. There you go. Yeah. We wanted to shift over to the holidays because
Hide behind a tree.
we'll put it up there, Miss Stokes. Dating is difficult for everyone. Absolutely. It is not easy. And that's what
Pain
makes
in the ass.
Mike and Latreia even more special because it's difficult in general and it's way harder in this space. So, the fact that they were able to find each other and pull it together, like shout out to them, shout out to Michaela, shout out to Samaya, shout out to all the folks in relationships I know, all the married folks that I know in this space. Like it's crazy. Yes, the three wise men. I appreciate that, Nicole. But I didn't say that. I didn't call myself the three wise men. Nicole did that. So come after Nicole, whoever is disagreeing with that. Oh, sorry. Let me get this thing. So yeah, the holiday season, like, I was thinking earlier today, and I was thinking about, what's one thing that all of us men, all the transamorous men, all the trans attracted guys, all the allies in general, what can we all do for Christmas for the community? And something came to mind. I really think, something that every single person who calls themselves an ally can do for Christmas this year is either call or email your elected officials and let them know that you want them to oppose all anti-trans legislations at the local level and at the national level. You can, if you don't know who represents you, you don't know how to find them, you can go to commoncause.org. At the top of that page, it'll say find your representative. You put in your address. And you know what? I'm going to just wait. Can I share my screen? Why can't I not share my screen? Oh, I can. I'm going to just do it right here. God damn it.
Well, luckily, me and Corey actually live in New York, so we already do oppose anti-trans and LGBTQ legislation.
You fucking New York people. Again with the New York, huh? I've been beating up. It isn't enough. I actually said no, did I? I didn't say that on the Friday show. I'm sorry, you're covered up by a tree. Let me take off the tree and put something else on. Oh no, you're still well. We're both covered up by that. Gosh.
I'm good.
All right, we'll just turn the stuff off. But New York was dope. I enjoy the city. It is dope as hell. But again, the Christmas present, everyone, allies, transamorous men, everybody. You can go to commoncause.org, click on find a representative at the top of the page. It'll lead you to this page, and you just put in an address. Wow. I'm just trying to think of 128 North Prairie. Here we go. 128 North Prairie in Whitewater, Wisconsin. in the middle of nowhere. You put in your address and it'll tell you who represents you from the federal all the way down to the state level. You just scroll down the page. You got Joe Biden, Ron Johnson in Wisconsin, which, he's fucking awful, but whatever.
Yeah, it is.
Tammy Baldwin, shout out. Your U.S. representatives, governor, your state representative, like all the way down. All the way down. You got your county people. So, yeah.
And actually,
commoncalls.org. They have the contact information there. Get a hold of these people. And let me turn off this damn sharing. There we go. Yeah. Get a hold of these people and make your voice known. Let them know that they have constituents that actually care about these issues. And we just keep putting a bug in their ear.
Yeah, and Leah Stokes is on point. Like, that panic defense is bullshit. So that shit needs to change.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I was yes. Yeah. Change. Absolutely. I mean, again, commoncalls.org. Find a representative. Send an email. Call them. Get on their social media. Contact these people. Let them know you don't want them to support these anti-trans laws, and you support legislation that supports the community. They need to hear from their constituents, and that doesn't take you that much time at all. It's going to just be a few minutes of your day, of your holiday season, to help the community, and I think that's something we can all do. So, hold on a second. And I got to get down the list here of comments. I've been missing out on the comments. Yeah, we oppose that stuff in Philly too. Great. Tracy, the three wise men can get me my colon, please and thank you. We can call it retail activism. I don't know what a colon is. What is it?
Oh, bless you.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh wow, that's a diamond. Oh, okay. Yeah, that ain't happening, Tracy. But I appreciate the effort. Hey, look, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So that's cool.
Nice try.
Oh, Lord. But I actually haven't finished my Christmas shopping. I'm gonna go out tomorrow and try to score something the week before, because I procrastinate and I'm a horrible human being. So
Are you talking about Christmas shopping and stuff?
yeah. You guys done with Christmas shopping?
Me and my family, we make an agreement that we don't really buy each other like Christmas gifts. We focus on like just family time, hanging out and visiting with family and stuff like that. I mean, we will get each other gifts. Like, I got my grandma, I got her a big deep freezer because she needed it, and not because it's a gift, but it was just because she needed it. So things like that. Like, I don't believe in buying useless trinkets. So
I feel you on that. Yeah. That's why my sister is not getting a gift this year.
Yeah.
I delivered. I was trying to leave Brooklyn when back for the transit. I was trying to leave Brooklyn, trying to get out of town early, hit the road to drive back, because I like driving. I'm all over the country. My sister's like, yo, dude, can you get these for me? I had to wait until IKEA got open. I went and bought her some sinks, dropped like, $280 on some sinks, and then drove them from Brooklyn all the way back to Wisconsin, because with IKEA, once they're out, they're out. So they was out in Chicago. Ain't had no more. So then I had to spend, I never put anything from IKEA together before, so it took me like a solid 2 hours to put both sinks together. But, put them together. I'm like, all right, I paid that money, and you got my time to put them together. You're done for Christmas. You're done. Merry Christmas. So she ain't getting that this year.
First of all, leaving Brooklyn, forget about it. Second of all, what I've done for Christmas is everybody that's been within the circle over the past year, I renewed the friendship, so don't worry, you all are good.
Funny.
Free yearly friendship subscription.
Exactly.
Leah, we are actually trying to pull together an event for next year. We're actually trying to put together an event next year. It wasn't really network focused. It was more like fellowship focused, but I guess that will both happen at the same time. So we're trying to get together a little family reunion weekend where, men, women, everybody, everybody in the family can come together and people just, enjoy each other and hang out. So, we don't have events planned out yet, but, something in the mindset of, of a big cookout with a little softball, kickball game and, maybe go hit the skating rink or, everybody meet up at we'll have an event at a club or something like that. Or, we'll have something going on, but, we're trying to plan a little weekend where we just bring people together because, and when I say bring people together, like bring men and women together because it's really, a thing.
I
Um,
got an idea. I
so
got
I
an
mean, I
idea.
can get with the folks at BTAC, but ain't nobody from BTAC reach out to me. I mean, I guess I could hit up Diamond and see what's up, but the
What's
last time
BTAC?
they were looking for men, Chris was not on the list. So
I
What?
got I
What?
got an idea. I
okay.
got an idea. Cookout at Hudson River Park.
So yeah,
The
I
Christmas
don't
tree
want to
cookout.
go to expensive ass New York, but that might
No,
happen
no,
because that's what people voted
no,
for.
no. It's a cookout. So it's like, the most we're spending money on is what, like a grill, some meat, some stuff like that. It's a public park.
Sir, sir. Hotel rooms in New York are like a couple $100 a night.
So they
It's
stay in Jersey
solidly
City.
more expensive than like Atlanta. Y'all folks that live there, y'all wouldn't go nowhere. But
So so
yeah,
they stay in Jersey City.
for sure. But yeah, no, Leah, totally, yeah, that definitely makes sense. I think they were trying to do something like that for BTAC, and they included Troy and some other folks, but yeah, Chris was not on the list. But I can hit up Diamond and see what's up and see if I don't know if
What
Diamond's the
is
person in charge
BTAC?
of that. So BTAC is a black trans like conference that they have in Dallas every year. It's usually around May,
Hmm.
either late April, early May. And I really wanted to go, but then the pandemic didn't let it happen. So I've been living in Texas, and the entire time I've been living in Texas, the pandemic has been there. At least most of the time I've been living in Texas, the pandemic's been there shutting stuff down. So maybe they do it this year, but yeah, I would love to do something, where the guys can feel like they're part of it, and the guys can feel like they can come out and really fellowship with members of the community and really, just get to know people. Because that's really what I'm here for. Like I want to bring, yeah, I'm sorry. It's the Black Trans Advocacy Conference. So that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, I hear it's a great place. I've known people that really enjoy themselves there every year. They definitely have events and stuff, but yeah, I would love for there to be some space for the guys. I don't need to take over. But even if we had like a little panel or session where the guys can come and listen and speak and just be heard, I think that's something that is an issue for a lot of us is we just want to be heard in this space and but I'm not saying I want to take over or co-opt anybody else's stuff, and I'm also happy to be there, yeah, we could definitely talk to them because we could probably make this like a volunteer event as well, because I'm
Yo,
cool with just rolling in there and just helping out, set up events, whatever else. So I'm here for it.
all we gotta do is chase it down.
Ah, funny. I see what you did there. Them dudes, we always chasing. Oh, what was that? Monica says she heard BTEC is on is from April 26th to May 1st. But yeah, I have quite a few friends that go there. They love it. They always have a lot of fun. And it's definitely, from what I understand, a very supportive environment and a very friendly environment for the girls that go. I don't know what the experience will be for men. So hopefully it'll be good. But I think, yeah, I can reach out and see if we can get something going and encourage guys to show up because it is a really dope conference, guys. It really is a dope conference. So yeah, regulators, mount up. Let's go. Let's go to Dallas. Let's do it. Let's rent a big ass Airbnb, fellas. So
Dallas, I
um,
don't know.
come on back. Come on to Texas, boy. Come on to Texas. Come on. Get some of that good food. The barbecue is
Bring
the
a
best.
cowboy hat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bring your own cowboy hat.
I got a couple you can borrow.
There you go. Oh,
Yeah,
he
but,
does. See,
yeah, but
Corey. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
oh no, I was just gonna say, isn't Dallas one of those cities where those cops are a little too trigger happy?
I mean, yeah, when they walk into somebody else's apartment, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I heard she's trying to get off, by the way. But
It's like,
yeah, it
it's like
is
a
what it
time to
is.
eat ice cream or something.
But Dallas is a fun city, y'all. It really is a fun city. It's a dope city. I've had a lot of fun there. So yeah, B-Tech, thank you, Leah, for bringing that up. I will definitely reach out and follow up on that. Because yeah, could be a step forward for all of us. So with that, fellas, we gonna have to wrap this thing on up. But Mike, tell us where everybody can find you at, bruh. Well, actually, first, before you tell everybody where they can find you, tell everybody where they can find those products.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So the wifey has her own hair care line. It's called Transfinity Rapid Hair Growth Oil, all natural, cruelty free. It is guaranteed to make your hair grow. As you can see, like my shit is like getting too fucking long over here. You know, I need a fucking fade already again. So yeah, definitely go to Transfinity Rapid Hair Growth Oil on Facebook. On Twitter, it's at Transfinity Official. Same thing with Instagram. Payments accepted through Cash App, Facebook Pay, Venmo, all that good stuff.
For sure. Support trans business owners, y'all.
Yep.
Support
And
the trans business owners.
exactly. And don't forget the Real Talk podcast, which I gotta come out with a new episode again pretty soon. So the Real Talk podcast, all major streaming platforms, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. And you can find it on Twitter at Mike Brooklyn. So go there, add it, and you'll see my podcast, Chris's podcast, Chris's old podcast. You'll see Corey's podcast on it. Everything.
Sure, for sure. Corey, tell them where they can find you, bruh.
Mainly on YouTube, Librium Curitate, which is Latin for free love. And yeah, you can find me on Instagram, cdella93, or my other Instagram, which hardly nobody ever finds that for some reason, Librium Curitate. You can look me up on both. It's cool, either which way or both. It's all good. But yeah, and if you can't find it, you know, if you type in the name Librium Curitate on YouTube, can't find it, you could just put in "I love trans women," and you'll scroll down a little bit. You'll probably be able to find my YouTube video. So yeah,
that you can. So here's the video. That's what he's talking about. I love trans women. So find this video, and you'll find this channel. Librium Curitate. There you go. So
yeah, I think I got like 60-something videos now, which kind of surprised me.
see, there you go. Oh, let me take this off so you can see it. Yeah, there you go. It's a whole channel. So please support, go subscribe to my main man's channel. And, you know, please, everyone, do me the favor of subscribing to the Men Like Us podcast. It only takes a couple seconds. Please, please, please subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Search Men Like Us. You will find it. Don't forget to turn on the notifications so you know when we're going live. So, you know, the schedule's all over the place right now. You know, holiday season. So I'm definitely getting away from technology. I got almost 2 weeks off coming up here. So gonna really enjoy myself. But please do that. And then also, if you want some more dope content, please join the Patreon. Subscribe to Men Like Us on Patreon. We do Thursday night. We do Thursday night conversations. We just had a dope conversation this last week with myself, my man Lex Newman, and King Clee Trail. And it was definitely some of the realest talk we'd never had on this channel. It was uncensored. You know, I halfway through the program, I had to turn my name in a cancel Chris. No, I had to turn my name was Toxic Chris, and then in parentheses it said cancel because I was just I went off the reservation. I went and canceled myself. So Uh, but we have some pretty hilarious conversations on there. You know, we get stupid, we get silly. So it's some really laid back conversation, and I think you will really love the girls that we have on the shows. They're absolutely hilarious. Thanks to Corey. Thank you so much. You know, so a lot of them are Corey's friends. A few of them are my friends, and we just kick it. You know, in our utopian multi-ethnic group chats. So we talk about a whole lot of shit though. It's really dope. So get on the Patreon, support your man. You can get on there for as low as $5. They got up to 15 a month too. So support, support, support. It helps pay for this new platform I just paid for. That's definitely more expensive than where I was. But you know, we gotta upgrade. So here's what it is.
But for the Christmas special, $4.99 and you're good.
There we go. $4.99 Christmas special. It's on. It's on. Oh shoot. Yo. Yep. Hey, happy holidays. What's up, G Mike? Thanks for joining us, Leah. Miss A. All right, Doug. No, Doug, it's not the Thursday Zoom call. It's just a different show. But get on there. It's dope. We do have a sampler if you want to check it out. We do have one conversation. I put up the first one we ever did, so you can get a taste of it. It's on the YouTube channel. I forget the name of it, but it has Jamie Gendron and it's at the tip of my tongue. What's her name? It starts with an A. R. Your ex.
Huh?
Your ex.
Oh, Rita?
Rita. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie Gendron and Rita. So, oh, hey, all right, Brazil in the house. Hey. Thanks for joining us tonight. But yeah. Jamie Gendron, Rita, they're both great. Rita is a character and a half, folks. I tell you, a character and a fucking half. So get on that Patreon, but get on YouTube. It's on there. We got one episode, then all the rest of them are on Patreon. So make it happen. So with that, we out, y'all.
Peace.